We now return to Ominous Prime.
Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel, and we're going to take a look at today Transformers Legacy Arcee. Alright, now this is the Prime version of Arcee, and we have the Autobots and the Wave right there, and we're going to transform her to Motorcycle in 20 steps, and here's the tech specs if you want to take a look at that. And look at that beautiful artwork that we have here for the Prime version of Arcee. Love it. Alright, so we have her out of the box here, and she only comes with a couple of accessories. Here's her manual. We're going to also be taking a look here at the... This is weird because it's separate. It's got a lot of painted detail, which I'm surprised with, given what's been going on here with some of these not being fully painted here. Now, this is supposed to be a weapon of some sort. You need to find the seam here, so you can go ahead and split it down the middle here. And it looks like a drone to me. I mean, in all honesty, but the artwork shows that what you would do here is place it like a gun. I don't know if she's supposed to like shoot discs with this off of the wheels there that are bright and blue there. Those look like rotors to me, but it's like bam, 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 but there's no turrets really to shoot anything. I don't get it. But I kind of like this idea of she gets mad, she takes this, and she's got a clubbing weapon now. She just hits you with the wheel. You can't store it on the back, right here in the port. You just slide that in, give it some pressure, and the other place you can store it is right here. And you open it up, and you slide it in. I'm probably going to display it this way because it doesn't work as a weapon really to me. It works as a drone, and I like that look. It looks better to me. It gives it a good silhouette. Alright, so if this pops off like mine has, there's a slot here. And when you get out of the box, it's going to be like this, and you just slide that slot in. And just make sure you clear the handlebars and just give it a squeeze. It'll probably fall off. But, yeah, it's to make it easier to fit in the box. The other accessory that we have here is this blue disc here. And what you can do with this is you can use it as a shield. You can plug it in the forearm here. You know, like some Energon glowing shield. It's kind of cool with a little star and design on it, but you can split it up. I like it this way, where you can put it on the forearms, and you have kind of like half moon blades sticking out of her forearms, and you know, you can kind of get I don't know, they're not claws, but it's kind of like Wolverine in a way, where you can just have her swing her arms as she's speeding by, and yeah, the back's coming off again. Alright, and you know, she can use it that way. Although with her arms posed like that, I guess it looks like she's blasting things. So let's go and put it in her hands here. I mean, it's the same size ports. I mean, you can do it this way if you want to. And now it's kind of like she has like these half moon sickle-like blades. You can chop, chop, chop like that. I mean, I'm probably just going to put it on the forearms. That's not really, I don't know. It looks weird sitting in her hands that way. You can put them here if you want. There's ports there for it. I won't. But these are the accessories. You just got to realign to connect them again. That Arcee comes with. Now let's take a look at the paintwork. Look at that face. That head sculpt is very good. highly detailed, well painted, but she's got light piping on the back of her head here. It's like half her head is this translucent blue, and under this light, because of the way I have it, it's not really picking up the light, so it makes her eyes look a little dead. That's more of a fault of how I have my lighting here, but she can look all the way up and down, and you can tilt it. It's a ball joint. Her shoulders, they can do a good T-pose here, and it's going to be hindered by the backpack here, so you kind of get it to go around this way. You do have a bicep swivel, and you get 90 degrees of elbow bend there. And I always like it when you can get more of that, but you also have a wrist rotation there, which is good. Not much hollow bits on her here, and she has a little bit of a ab crunch there, but that's more to do with transformation. And if you tilt, you can get the waist to swivel 360. It's a little loose because of that joint. It's not really meant to bend, but she gets I would say about full splits there, and she can do most of it, a little bit more. There we go. Front splits there. Sorry, the backpack. All right, and just about 90 degrees of knee bend there, and you can't see the feet. So she has a ridiculous rocker, and you do get toe tilts, but it's because of transformation that it'll bend like that. It's really stiff though. It'll lock into place, and you get heel spur. It's pretty narrow. But she can stand. She stands all right. But now we're going to get into transformation, and you just plug this back in here so we can get started. Make sure that you have that facing front. And sorry, this is my first time through here with this. And that's kind of the case with all my videos. It's the first time through. So you're going to move this backpack out on this hinge, rotate it up on the hinge, and then you're going to rotate it around on the swivel joint. Just got to clear the head that way. That's going to stay in that position pretty much for the rest of the transformation. You fold up that faux ab crunch here, and then you're going to rotate the waist, and sorry, I'm just trying to get everything situated here. You're going to rotate this, and you're going to collapse the shoulders into the torso, just like that, and then you squeeze the. Okay, so I'm going to have to rotate the arms again because I've rotated them the wrong way here. And so you just twist it in, and you can see that it's clearing. You have these tabs here, and hole, and a tab and hole. And you're going to go ahead and tab that together, and that's going to form the rear of the bike. Okay. For the feet, you're going to go ahead and collapse them into the heel. Do that on both sides. And you go ahead and rotate these out. So you're just pulling the knees forward. And you'll have these struts here sticking out from the legs. And I'm going to fold these out. I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself, but yeah, it looks like we can form the rest of the bike here, and then I'll figure out how to go ahead and get the rest together. There's a couple pegs on the inside of the wheels here that you got to get aligned perfectly. in order to go ahead and get this closed up. It's hard to see under this light. All right, there we go. All right. So, it doesn't really spin like this. Okay, it's not looking quite right here. It's not going to get below the arms like this. Okay, hold on, I'm a little bit lost here. Rotating it like this is not the way. All right, hold on. Okay, so twist it back the way that we had it. And okay, so we need to get the legs underneath, and on the heels there's these slots here in the struts. You're going to plug that into the strut on both sides. That's just to secure that. And I shouldn't have put the wheels together. I got a little too ahead of myself and skipped a step that I should not have. Okay, so I'm going to split the legs here. At the pelvis, you need to rotate it towards the rear and then fold it forward after you rotate the legs out of the way here. All right, and then it connects and kind of completes the centerpiece here of the motorcycle. All right, and for the sorry, it's got it disconnected here. I'm gonna have to reconnect it. So this is what happens when you're not using instructions and you're just trying to figure it out yourself, which is, you know, the fun with Transformers. You know, you're trying to solve a puzzle as you're going through. At least for me, that's what I enjoy out of it, because really you're getting three toys, right? You're getting a vehicle or alt mode, you're getting a robot mode, and then, you know, you have the puzzle aspect. So it's like a game that you also have in there to get it from one to the other. And in some cases, you know, you get like three in different forms or more. All right, so what we're doing here is I'm going to go ahead and turn this head around. I don't want it to be like the way that my Bumblebee Origins video was, where you had the face sticking out looking right at the ground. So I'll just turn her head that way and get the thighs up and over her head, and now we have it under her body, and now we can go ahead and get the wheels put back together here. Yeah, the fists, if there was a way to go ahead and get them tucked in, I think that would have had some hollow bits there. So it's kind of like a catch-22 on what to do there for the price point. So the side will go ahead and pin into that slot there, and you just need to squeeze it together, and you're going to do that on both sides. It takes a little bit of working and getting everything to align properly. I think I'm not sure if maybe her head is in the way because I turned it around. Let me see if I can get this to work. I believe when you get this together, it makes the body of the bike a lot more sturdy. And the feet came out a little bit. All right, so squeeze it by pushing pressure from the center out. That'll keep the legs from moving on you when you're trying to squeeze this in. And just give a little bit of pressure, and it'll slide right in. All right, so from the center here, you want to push outward while you're pushing the pins into the slots there. All right, and you got the kickstand. All right, looks like we're all done here. And there's hands sticking out, but it's not too obvious. I mean, you can see that there's arms jutting out the back, so I guess it's kind of obvious. I like the headlights on here. It looks really good. It's just some translucent plastic. You can see her head there, but it's not too obvious. The handlebars don't move, but you can still turn it down here because of the post just going into the hole. And stands fine, so that's good. Now you have to figure out what to do with this. So you can plug it in here on the sides. I guess if she's driving by, she would just clip Decepticons with the sides, you know, just constantly running by and just slicing. On a big robot, maybe, you know, slicing at the ankles. They don't have Achilles tendons, but you can also put them here. I mean, it's a place to store it. I don't know what the significance of that is. I don't know if you wanted to get Jack maybe right on the back and you're like, hey, lay back, Jack. It's a little gruesome, but you can put it in the shield. It's a little hard to get it to post in the hands, so that won't work, but you can split them and get them to go in this way. But it moved on me. When you have it in this way, it kind of angles inward. It makes for an interesting silhouette, I guess. I don't know, it's something you can do. Just another option. Maybe it makes the hands look a little less obvious. But, I mean, really looking like there's two arms jutting out of the back doesn't really bother me that much. But there we go with the dish. Okay, so if you'd like to get one of these, I'll go ahead and leave in the description the link, but please subscribe if you're new here, and it really helps me out, and I'll see you next time. Bye.